My shop is very unique. We do things differently here. For us, it's all about making them as stylish and beautiful as they can be.
Imagine this. One of reality TV's most iconic car builders, a man who seemed unstoppable, suddenly hits rock bottom. A multi-million-dollar lawsuit, a crumbling marriage, and a shocking weight loss that had fans questioning if he'd ever recover. But in 2024, Danny Koker did the unthinkable. While his old show, Counting Cars, was raking in $15 million a year, his new venture doubled that in mere months. And the real twist? It had nothing to do with cars. Born on January 5, 1964, in Cleveland, Ohio, Danny Koker was practically destined for a life of horsepower and high stakes. His father, a Ford executive, surrounded him with cars from the start. But there was another influence that set him apart: music. Danny's dad wasn't just a car guy. He was also a musician in the legendary gospel group, the Cathedral Quartet. This fusion of fast cars and rock and roll shaped Danny into something the world had never seen before. At just 8 years old, Danny's life changed forever. His dad gifted him a motorcycle, not just any bike, but the key to his future. Instead of simply riding it, Danny tore it apart, studied every piece, and rebuilt it from scratch. By the time he was 16, he was already transforming cars, making engines roar louder and cars faster. His first masterpiece? A 1979 Camaro Z28, which he turned into a street-legal race car before he was even legally allowed to drive it. But here's where things took a wild turn. In 1990, Danny didn't just stick to cars. He became a TV star, playing Count Cool Rider, a vampire-inspired horror host. Every Saturday night in Las Vegas, he introduced cheesy horror films with a mix of humor, rock star attitude, and an undeniable love for classic cars. His fans adored him, and the nickname The Count stuck for life. But the real game-changer was yet to come. In 1998, Danny took a massive risk. He opened Count's Customs, a small motorcycle customization shop in Las Vegas. At first, it was just about bikes, but Danny had bigger dreams. His work was so unique that word spread fast, and by 2002, he expanded to cars. Then, in 2004, a phone call changed everything. Ozzy Osbourne wanted a custom motorcycle. Danny delivered a masterpiece: bat wings, glowing paint, and all. That bike wasn't just a ride. It was a statement, and it put Count's Customs on the national map. Then came the Pawn Stars moment. In 2009, Danny was invited to appraise a 1968 Mustang GT Fastback. He stole the show. Viewers loved him, but behind the scenes, there was drama. After just his second appearance, Danny and Rick Harrison got into a heated argument over a 1957 Chevy Bel Air. It got so intense that Danny walked off set. Producers had to step in, and Rick later called Danny personally to smooth things over. They worked it out, and Danny became a regular guest, his charisma and deep car knowledge making him a fan favorite. But it was a single moment in 2011 that changed everything. Producer Brent Montgomery was filming at Count's Customs when he saw Danny negotiate an impulsive $75,000 purchase on a rare 1970 Plymouth Superbird. Right then, Montgomery knew Danny needed his own show. By 2012, Counting Cars premiered on the History Channel, and it was an instant smash, drawing over 3.1 million viewers in its debut. The show took fans deep into Danny's world, from the hunt for rare cars to the incredible transformations in his workshop. As his business empire grew, so did his influence. By 2018, Count's Customs had transformed from a 7,000-square-foot shop to a massive facility, taking on 75 custom builds a year. High-profile clients lined up, including LeBron James, who commissioned a $500,000 restoration of a 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air, complete with Lakers-themed interiors. And in 2020, Danny took on one of his most ambitious projects ever, restoring 5 vintage Cadillacs for the Las Vegas Mob Museum, complete with bulletproof glass and secret compartments. The project made headlines and even turned into a 2-hour TV special. But Danny wasn't just about cars. In 2012, he opened Count's Vamped, a rock bar in Las Vegas. Within a few years, it became one of the city's hottest spots, hosting 500 live shows annually and raking in over $8 million a year. Not stopping there, he launched his own craft beer line, which became a major success across Nevada. And then there was his band, Count's 77. What started as a passion project turned into a legitimate rock act. Their debut album hit the Billboard Hard Rock charts, and by 2018, they were playing in front of 40,000 fans at festivals like Rocklahoma. Their music wasn't just a side gig, it became an integral part of Danny's brand. But as 2024 arrived, Danny shocked everyone once again. Just when fans thought they'd seen it all, he pivoted into something no one expected. Something even bigger than cars, music, and TV combined. The transformation was so drastic that some fans barely recognized him. And the question on everyone's mind, what's next for Danny Koker? The world of Hollywood never stops surprising us. And just when fans thought they had seen it all, another wave of shocking confessions, secret revelations, and dramatic twists have left audiences stunned. One of the biggest revelations came from Danny Koker, whose life behind the scenes of counting cars was far from the glamorous world depicted on TV. At the height of the show's success, Koker was secretly struggling, juggling 18-hour workdays, rejecting nearly 40 custom jobs a month, and watching as his business hemorrhaged millions due to filming demands. The pressure was relentless, and by 2015, the toll became evident. He lost 35 pounds in just 3 months, sparking concern among those closest to him. But nothing prepared fans for what came next. An explosive fallout with producers that shut down production for days, causing a staggering $180,000 loss. And just when it seemed things couldn't get worse, legal troubles came crashing down, lawsuits piling up, and a betrayal that left his reputation hanging by a thread. The controversy surrounding counting cars didn't just stop at business disputes. Fans were heartbroken when leaked documents exposed that some of the most thrilling car discoveries and emotional client reactions were, in fact, staged. But beyond the cameras and scripted drama, Koker's personal life was crumbling. The grueling demands of the show strained his marriage to Corey Koker, with the couple going 3 years without a single vacation together. Rumors of trouble surfaced in 2017 when they were spotted in a heated argument outside a restaurant. By 2020, things hit a breaking point, and Corey filed for separation, citing irreconcilable differences. The stress even affected Koker on set. Crew members noticed his growing irritability, and on one occasion, he locked himself in his trailer after an emotional phone call with Corey. Then, in a move no one saw coming, Counting Cars was abruptly canceled after 10 seasons, leaving countless storylines unresolved. But just when the industry thought they had seen the last of him, Koker re-emerged with an announcement that sent shockwaves through the fan base. Posting a cryptic Instagram message alongside a partially restored '57 Chevy Bel Air, he hinted that his journey was far from over, and he wasn't bluffing. Freed from the pressures of television, Koker channeled his energy back into Count's Customs, taking on more ambitious, high-profile projects. A partnership with Chris Hemsworth led to the creation of a Thor-inspired Mustang, while an ultra-rare Bugatti restoration pushed the limits of craftsmanship. The shop even began catering to royalty, crafting a one-of-a-kind motorcycle adorned with gold and diamonds for the Prince of Monaco. Business was booming. By 2024, revenue had doubled to a record-breaking $45 million, proving that the end of Counting Cars was merely the beginning of a new era. But Koker's transformation didn't stop there. In a candid 2018 confession, he revealed that years of stress had taken a serious toll on his health. Despite his high-energy persona on TV, behind closed doors, he battled weight gain and other alarming health issues. Determined to take control, he embarked on a life-changing journey, shedding over 50 pounds, adopting a healthier lifestyle, and prioritizing mental well-being. Fans were both stunned and inspired. witnessing a man who had once been on the brink of collapse reinvent himself with unshakable determination. And if that wasn't enough, Koker stunned the industry yet again in 2024 with an unexpected decision to step away from custom cars and focus entirely on his band, Counts 77, for an entire year. The announcement followed a legendary concert at Red Rocks Amphitheater, where rock icons Alice Cooper and Sammy Hagar joined him on stage. The energy was electric, and Koker knew it was time to embrace his musical roots once more. But this wasn't just any comeback. Counts 77 launched an ambitious world tour, kicking off in Tokyo with a record-breaking 50,000 fans in attendance. The spectacle was unlike anything the band had ever done before. Each song featured a rotating lineup of classic cars on stage, blending Koker's two greatest passions into an unforgettable experience. The tour wasn't just about music, though. In an unexpected twist, Koker announced that 50% of the profits would fund a foundation dedicated to preserving classic American muscle cars and training the next generation of restorers. The response was overwhelming, and even tech mogul Elon Musk took notice, partnering with Koker on an initiative to develop sustainable fuel for vintage automobiles.